Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I've been thinking non-stop about a Superman game ever since watching Superman, and I can't help but think about how much I'd love to have one. And what's like really insane to me is that we haven't had a good Superman game in like the past 25 years. And I can't help but think of one of the earliest arguments that was given against the very idea of making a Superman game. The idea that his strength and his powers would be hard to implement into a game. Which is an insane argument to me, especially considering for years we've seen countless games have moves and abilities do what Superman can do. Hell, for most of Superman's powers, all we have to do is look at Kratos. Super strength, super durability, ice moves, heightened healing, and hell, Mimir can even use laser eyes. And sure, flight is another big aspect of his powers, and I'm sure that's the ability that would create the biggest problem. But even then, Dragon Ball has had dozens of games released, like every year, that are loved by Dragon Ball fans, and many of them are actually really fun. And easily the best game to take inspiration from has gotta be Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which mixes an overworld and its combat with the ability to fly. So that old idea that Superman is too OP to get a game is just goofy. And the other challenge of who would he even fight? He's a comic book superhero that's been around since the 30s. The man has like 100 different villains to pull from. And some of the ones I'd love to see: Atomic Skull, Bloodsport, and Metallo. These guys have so much potential to me. And the fact that the Arkham games have used a ton of villains that are as niche as they are to the general public, I think a Superman game could do the same thing for the lesser known rogues. There's just genuinely so little stopping seasoned career game developers from making a Superman game that it makes me completely believe that the people at WB just don't want to even try to make a Superman game. And after they spent 8 years on the Wonder Woman game only to cancel it? I've started to believe that the people at WB are just allergic to making anything that isn't Batman related, especially with the rumors of a Batman Beyond game floating around. I love Batman. Damn, dude, I was really excited for that Wonder Woman game. And losing that makes me really worried for any other character getting any love in the gaming space. That's Wonder Woman. That is the original female superhero. But hey, at least we got some confirmation of the fate of that game. Can't say the same for Wolverine. Subscribe.